Here are some lessons I learned too late in life, right? Number one, tell nothing about yourself. Tell nothing about yourself. There's this scene, I don't know whether you guys have watched The Last Dawn. Classic, one of my favorite movies, right? If you haven't seen it, you should go watch that movie. It's an Italian movie, right? Classic. Like it's similar to The Godfather, but this one is, I think the same person who wrote Godfather wrote The Last Dawn. I think I'm not sure, but it's a classic, right? So there's this scene in the movie, right? Pippi, right? The Italian executor, right? The one who actually, like, in the mafia, the one who kills. He's the killer, right? He's the one, is the executioner, right? So he had two kids, right? And they were on holiday, right? And they were playing. They were up in the mountains in their house, and they were playing cards, right? Chilling with mom, dad, the two kid, boy and a girl. I think the boy's name was Cross. I've forgotten the other girl's name, right? Because I remember Cross very well. So they were playing cards, and each time the younger sister, right, would win, Cross. Cross would lose his temper and, like, you're cheating. Like, he would lose his temper. The father noticed the PP, and he was like, nah, don't do that. He did it again. Same thing. He lost his temper, saying she's cheating. He tries to hit him, right? The mom stops him, stops PP from hitting Cross, right? And PP says, each time you lose your temper, I would give your sister $1, right? And they were playing Monopoly, by the way, right? And the sister wins again, and Cross loses his temper again, saying she's cheating. And the moment he did that, Cross tried, like, PP went after him and tried to hit him, but he stopped, right? And gave his sister the dollar, and he said, $1, and he said to Cross, listen, whatever happens, right? Whatever happens to you in life, don't don't react that way. Tell nothing of yourself, right? And that moment in that movie, that scene there taught me a great deal in life, right? Just living life and being around people and just living in this hellish world, right? Because you deal with things, right? You deal with people. Never lose your temper. Never say or show yourself in an erratic way. Erratic. Does that make sense, right? Never lose control. Essentially, have self-control. Have self-control. Because the moment you lose your temper, the moment you are out of control, you will do something that you would regret in life, right? You might kill someone. You might make a mistake. You might lose everything. You might lose your money. You might lose everything. Tell nothing of yourself. No one should know that no one should push you to that, unless you're trying to defend yourself. Of course, like, but no one should push you to be out of control. No one. Tell nothing. Tell absolutely nothing of yourself. Don't always remain calm, because in calmness, that's when you can see and know how you would handle that situation in a calm way, in a gentle way, in a more like logical, sensible way, and it will be handled. Never lose control. Always practice self-control. Number two, Stop giving a fuck, man. You niggas give a fuck too much, man. Listen, man. I'll tell you myself, right? Being in this game and trying to like come up and stuff like that, man. You know, you care about you care about what this nigga thinks, you care about what your mother thinks, you care about what your brother thinks. Man, that shit can slow you down, man. That shit will stunt your growth. Right? Because these people you're even thinking about, like, they don't really give a fuck. You get, like, they don't really, I don't care about what my nigga is doing like that. You know, they affect me now, you know what I'm saying? So I wish him well. Like, I don't have any ill thing against him or whatever. But I don't really care about, like, oh, if he does this thing, like, I really like, oh, that's what is up, that's what is on right now. Like, okay, cool. You shouldn't care that, because that caring about what other people think will slow you down, because you're always thinking, you're not acting from within, you're not acting out what you are about. And essentially that would that would stunt whatever you're trying to do, because you don't have a high believe in yourself, because like you're literally thinking about this person, that person, that person. Now that all those thoughts are clouding your mind and your execution, your thought pattern, you're not thinking straight, right? So as long as you're doing something that's righteous, like you feel that that's good, do it. Like, do you. Because once you start caring about what other people think, that will slow you down. Number 3, the ability to say no. This one this one this one is easy, but it's like super hard for so many people, because they've been programmed all their life to be a nice person, to treat people well. Of course, treat people well, but you know, the whole idea of Christianity, slap me here, turn the other cheek out, this dumb shit, like, that's just dumb. Like, like, I think all those things come from some of that niceness comes from that idea as well. um just putting yourself putting others first before yourself. I think that's not good. That would ruin you, your decision. That would ruin the person you're supposed to be, because if you start putting others first instead of yourself, of course, like, there's certain situations you have to but in order for you to grow, you have to put yourself first, so you can grow and give to people from a place of strength. So you should be able to say no to certain things that are not good for you. You don't have to be nice. Like, sometimes people take advantage of this. Me myself, I take advantage of this. If I notice that this is just human nature. If someone keeps on telling me yes, 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 I will keep on stretching. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though I know that thing is detrimental to that person, right? It's just human nature. You're saying yes to me, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'll keep on, like, no, this is like, I'm not trying to be wicked though, but based on, I want to get my way, right? I want to get my way. Based on the fact that I know this type of person is a yes type of person, I would keep on poking to get my way, right? And that's just human nature. If you keep on saying yes to people will keep on, like, using you. They will use you, right? Right? They will use you, and they will use you for the wrong things. Of course, you can say yes to people, but there are certain things, there's certain boundaries that if you don't break it, no, I'm not doing that. These days, I say no to many things, man. Not to people, not to my friends or to family, but I notice I say no to women a lot, man. Women. If it's not good for me, I say no. I'm not doing that, babe. I'm not doing that. Buy this for me. No, I'm not doing that, man. We're just come on. We're just getting to know each other, man. Do this for me. Nah, I'm cool. Nah, I'm not doing anything that would disrupt this greatness. So, your ability to say no will put you in a position where, like, no one's going to harm you. No one's going to take advantage of you. You know what I'm saying? You would say yes to good, good people, of course, but your ability to say no to certain situations. Someone calls you out, oh, let's do this. You know that's not good for you. No, I'm not doing that. That would ruin my, you know what I'm saying, the thing I have going on. No. Someone calls you out in the middle of the night, let's go out. No, I'm not doing that, man. I gotta sleep. I'm working out the next day. You have goals. No, I'm not doing that. You will notice that you're building, and again, you're building your self strength and setting boundaries. And now you know people are not to cross setting boundaries. So your ability to say no will do you a great deal in life, man. Number 4, admit nothing, deny everything. I got this one recently from the movie about Trump. I don't know whether you guys have seen that movie, but quite an interesting movie. Like 3 ways to win in life, and the second one is admit nothing, deny everything. Deny everything. Someone says this about you. Admit nothing, deny everything. See, people don't really need to know you, man. Come on, man. You need to be a mysterious person. People don't really need to know you. Like, of course, your family, of course, Apart from that, man, these niggas don't need to know you. Well, they heard this. Okay. Admit nothing, deny everything. It's as simple as that. Admit nothing, deny everything. You don't need to know. You don't need to know. Yep. Self-explain. Oh man, self-explanatory. Yeah, it's that explains itself. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Deny everything, admit nothing, deny everything. That's what's up. And number 5, if I'm correct, number 5 is to not be a negative person, right? I always talk about this, right? Thinking positive. I think that's another way to grow, or not even another way to grow. That is the way to grow as a person, because if you see everything in negative light, you will see negative solutions. There won't be solutions at all. But if you see everything positively, like, you see positive solutions to everything that you're doing in life. You will just be a much more vibrant, energetic, powerful, pleasant person to be around. Like, no one wants to be around a negative person, right? No one wants to be around someone that talks bad about people all the time, or talks about the situation, about life, about this, about that. Man, no one wants to be around such a person, man. People want to be around people that are doing things, that are vibey, that are positive, that know that tomorrow can be something else. Today can be something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, today is a bright day. That's the way you're supposed to be speaking. All I see is solutions. All I see is progress. All I see is greatness. All I see is light. All I see is like happiness, joy, challenges, adventures. That's all I see. Essentially, greatness, powers, man. If you embody that, you don't have to say it. People will feel it. Yeah, that's the game. Man, I'm spinning a lot of game today, man. A lot of game. So, being a positive person, yeah. Fuck being negative, positive.